Whether it's Vegas or Paris, if you've been hoping to get away, we're about to make it easier and more affordable.
Travel expert Mark Murphy is here to show us some of the hottest trends in budget and luxury travel. Good to have you with us.
Thanks. Great to be back.
So we were talking at the very beginning of the show about the concept of couch surfing.
Sleeping with strangers,
so to speak. Tell us a little bit about this.
So you can go on couchsurfing.com and you can find people that will rent you literally a couch or a spare bedroom in their place, but they're there, unlike Airbnb where you're taking over an entire apartment or in some cases just a room in someone's house as well. So if you're comfortable sleeping on someone's couch, great. Save a ton of money. And the nice connection is a local connection, because then you got somebody locally who's going to probably show you around the town, which I think is kind of fun.
Well, one of the things that comes up for me, because I'm a woman,
yeah.
is safety. How safe are these things?
Well, they're vetted to some degree because you have reviews and trusted reviews from other people that have traveled and stayed at these particular places. No one's policing anything, so you have to do your own due diligence and you have to be careful, especially as a woman. I would definitely be concerned about that.
How do you vet a guy who's listed his cave?
That's very interesting. You got to see us. Anybody else stayed in the cave?
Right. You know, maybe 1,200 people.
A very large bear.
Yeah,
exactly. So tell us about the pricing on these things. I would assume the upside is that they're a bargain.
Yeah, so couchsurfing is a cheap way to get out there and experience a destination. A little more expensive would be One Fine Stay, which is in 4 cities. So Paris, New York, LA, so you can go to those places and rent an entire flat. And a lot of them have character, they're more expensive, they have special amenities, they have linens. So, I mean, no one wants to go sleep on someone else's sheets, right? So they'll do almost like hotel-like services, but it's people renting their flat or their home.
How is that different from Airbnb?
So Airbnb, you can rent virtually anywhere in the world, and it's kind of like a luxury version of Airbnb. They've carved off the luxury niche, and that's what they're focused on. So if you want that higher end stay in those major cities, you can do that.
You know, this idea of connecting with an individual and renting their place, that's not just for sleeping. You can do that with meals as well, right?
That's really cool. So mealsharing.com or withlocals.com, 2 websites. So I love this. So you're going to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and you can arrange to hang out at a local home and be fed there. So now what happens is it brings currency to those local families in those places that could use it. It also allows you to connect with those people. But what's happening is there's almost like this disintermediation in travel where people who have their own resources, you want to be a tour guide, you can sign up, get vetted as a tour guide, and then basically through that site with locals, be featured as a tour guide and take people on tours in your local city. So it's kind of disintermediating, in some cases, the larger tour companies, but it's not for everybody because you're dealing with a local. You might save a little bit of money, but you might not get the professionalism in some cases that you might get with a professional tour guide as opposed to the local guy. Different experience.
I like the idea of sharing a meal with people that you don't know. You learn a lot.
Well, my first book, Travel Unscripted, we just kind of showed up, shot video without a script, ran into local people, and next thing you know, we were going out. So safety be damned. It didn't matter. We're in a crazy city, we're going somewhere, and we didn't know where we were going to end up.
Well, let's talk about rental cars, because that can add up. That too has some. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you have all these different services that are doing it. One of them that I point out is relay rides. So if you want to get picked up at the airport, in some cases, by the person who has the car, your little Fiat car, who then will drop you, you'll drop him at his house, and you'll take his car for a day, a week, a month.
That's crazy.
You can do long-term rentals. And in some cases, they're more expensive than the normal rental process, but you get that personalized service. And you know what? You can rent for as long as you want, and you can also negotiate. So if you want to do something longer, you can negotiate with them. And I'd encourage you to try to do that with those individuals.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If you need more inspiration to get out and travel, pick up a copy of Mark's newest travel book, Travel Forward.